Alright, ladies, I'm here in the show. I'm literally so pissed. Like, I had a 15-minute video recorded of this, and apparently the video was too long, and I just ended the video, accidentally ended the video, hit it after like 4 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm having problems today, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, let's get into it again. WWE's gonna kick off a new storyline tonight for Raw Star, and if this is true, I'm really excited for this. I hope this is true. We will be seated for a possible Chad Gable singles run. Shoosh. So yes, tonight WWE's loading up against is loading up tonight's episode for Raw because they face major competition in the NBA Finals Game 5. And only 3 things have been confirmed so far. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. That should be a good tag team match right there. Cody Rhodes versus The Miz. And Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest in a men's Money in the Bank qualifying match. I would personally rather see Cody Rhodes in the men's Money in the Bank match and see him versus Dominic Mysterio because I don't really care for that, but whatever. And they're also going to continue the build for their premium live event July 1st in the O2 Arena in London, England. So, tonight's episode in Wichita, Kansas will feature a new storyline kicking off for Chad Gable. Yes, a new storyline that's going to be kicking off for Chad Gable. What would that storyline be? We have no idea what that storyline would be, but I'm pretty excited for Chad Gable. Will this be the start of the singles run for Chad Gable? I don't know, but hopefully it is. Because I think he could be a big breakout star as a singles competitor. We'll just have to see if WWE takes the opportunity. So, yeah, that's an update for some of the stuff that's going to happen on Monday Night Raw tonight. A big rumored match has been discussed internally for WWE Money in the Bank here. So a big match for the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view could be announced as soon as tomorrow night. Or it could be announced, well, it could have been announced on Friday Night SmackDown a few nights ago. And where this storyline is going, in my opinion, it's going to set up for Money in the Bank. It's been speculated for like weeks now on the Wrestling Observer Radio. It would be Reigns and Solo Sikoa against the Usos at Money in the Bank. And I think that's going to happen this Friday SmackDown. It's going to happen where Jey Uso will side with Jimmy Uso. And that could happen, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, but those are some of the stuff there. So Mercedes Moné indicates she had surgery with the recent photo she showed with had day 6 recovery, had this, so this indicates she's had surgery, as you can see here, on her ankle where she broke it when she faced Will Nightingale at the New Japan Pro Wrestling event. So, hopefully she heals quick. WWE wants Drew McIntyre back in time for Money in the Bank. I'd like to see Drew return for Money in the Bank. It kind of just depends of what storyline they have him in. Like, what story will they have for Drew McIntyre that fans will be interested in watching? We'll just have to see what they can come up with. So Cody Rhodes' Money in the Bank opponent is apparently set, and Brock Lesnar rematch is not happening right away. I mean, I'm ready for it to be over with. I mean, you can say it's a good idea, yeah, but I'm ready for the storyline to be over with. Like, they love to drag storylines so far out. Like, nobody cares. And AEW does that too. I'm not just shitting on WWE. AEW does the same thing. Where they'll drag storylines and feuds way past their expiration date, still expect people to care. Like, Cody and Brock, I don't care. I want to see Cody go after Roman. Hopefully they do. Hopefully maybe it's going to happen at WrestleMania, but that's so far out. Like, I know this Bloodline thing is still really good right now, but having Roman as champion for WrestleMania, it seems like a bit of overkill. But WWE's planning to do a third match between Cody and Brock after having them wrestle each other twice, that match won't take place immediately. The two stars have been feuding with each other and have a 1-1 record in singles competition. Backlash, Rhodes scored a win before losing to Lesnar at Night Champions when he passed out from a Kimura lock. And that match their continuing stipulation hasn't been used in years, as previously reported for their bout SummerSlam on August 5th, and which is obviously probably, I think, a bull rope match or something? I don't know. That's definitely a Cody Rhodes idea. But, inside account Boozer, which has broken past the WWE stories, reported that he's planning to have Rhodes against Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. There are two paths getting to this match being discussed: a mixed tag team match or a temporary alliance with World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins to take out Judgment Day. I would rather see that than see Cody Rhodes and Dominic one-on-one. No offense to those two, I just don't care for the match. Because I would rather see Cody Rhodes do something different. I'd rather him beat Money in the Bank. Maybe Brock Lesnar cost him with a reason for a third match. But I guess WWE probably won't do that. So WWE confirms Reigns' next undisputed Universal title defense. It's going to be at a live event in Cincinnati, Ohio, against Rey Mysterio, which should be good. And it makes sense because he faced Rey Mysterio a few years ago in the pandemic era, so that should be a good match. Fox/NBC exclusive TV rights negotiations with WWE ends without a deal. So obviously, it wasn't going to end with a deal because they're going to want a bigger deal from NBC or Fox. Amazon would be huge. And Amazon Prime Video's talks with WWE are expected. And Amazon Prime Video would be huge internationally. And not gonna lie, Amazon Prime would be pretty hype. A Peacock or Amazon would definitely be big. Amazon Prime would be a big deal because literally everyone has access to the app, and Amazon Prime benefits can be shared. And many would already have access to Amazon Prime or Peacock because most people have Peacock. So I feel like WWE could, if they don't have a deal with Fox or NBC, they could go to Amazon or Peacock. So Seth Rollins' NXT return date has been revealed. So Braun Breaker challenged Seth Rollins, as you know, in the recent NXT episode. And last week it was reported that he'll be the latest star to do this, and he's going to make a return to a brand for a match against Braun Breaker. So that's going to be a really good match there. WWE has announced when Rollins is headed to NXT. I think it's meant to say Rollins instead of Reigns. It's reported that Rollins has quote NXT on Tuesday, so maybe tomorrow. I don't know. No other details are given, but it's likely he'll accept his match. And WWE NXT has its Great American Bash Premium Live event set for late July, so that could be when it takes place, most likely. So, former WWE star to undergo foot surgery dealing with numbness in his foot. If you wonder who this is, it's Matt Morgan. Best wishes to former WWE TNA star. And he's worked with serious back injury and risked his life for the business. Hopefully he recovers quick. So, let's talk about the women's tag titles. Per a report here from Cultaholic Wrestling, they're going back to the original plans for the women's tag team division. Maybe just scrap it all together and give the women a secondary individual title. Just scrap the division altogether, maybe. But this was said since the day the tag titles were first showcased on TV. Triple H was running NXT at the time, and Vince didn't want his main roster stars in NXT to defend the titles, which was the most logical move. Now that the division of the titles are at the lowest point in their history, the original idea of the main roster titles being defended, including everywhere, including NXT, is now the plan. Why wasn't this done 4 years ago? How didn't they realize this was the right decision 4 years ago? I can run this shit better than these motherfuckers with my eyes closed, sleeping. A simple answer is Vince. Notice reports about Nick Khan winning NXT as a third brand when it was almost like that 8 years ago. And this is how you know Vince is in charge again. All we hear lately is shows being rewritten or changed at the last minute, or going back and forth like this for feuds or titles. Oh, man. So fucking... AEW's announced that Aubrey Edwards will be swapping her striped shirt for wrestling gear in the near future. So she's gonna have her in-ring debut. Nobody asked for this. Large or small, some creative decisions shouldn't be made, and this is a creative decision. Shouldn't be made. Nobody wants to see Aubrey Edwards in the ring. She just comes off like a pick-me girl. I don't know. So, I know I haven't talked about this in a few of the episodes I forgot to talk about, but CM Punk, the tickets, they announced him for AEW Collision, and the tickets ain't really doing too well. Not really getting sold, even after they announced the return of CM Punk. I feel like Collision's gonna flop. Because I don't know how good the crowd will be there. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see when the show happens, but not looking too promising there. WWE's going to return to Germany with a 4-show tour in October 2023, so they're returning to Germany, which is good for Germany. So Chris Statlander talked about CM Punk's return to AEW. He said, if it's going to help us out, then that's fantastic. Which I think is the perfect response. I think that's the spirit. It's the perfect response, and we'll see if he is or not. Some people say, oh, it's not going to help, but we just have to see. If it helps, then that's fantastic. Roman Reigns, he surpassed CM Punk's 434-day reign with the WWE Championship. Anytime a title reign surpasses 434 days, people automatically think of Punk. That goes to show how memorable it was. People say, oh, Punk defended the title weekly, though. Yeah, I miss his reign. You defend it weekly. Roman doesn't. But would you like Roman in meaningless matches with no story behind them? Just saying. I mean, I want the title off of him, though, but I'm just saying. Strant says she likes listening to, quote, screamo music while she works out. What she said was screamo music. I don't think Linkin Park and 3 Days of Grace are like screamo. That's emo rock. It's not screamo. Maybe I dig those bands, but they ain't screamo music. I really love those bands, but they ain't screamo music. Maybe someone needs to clarify what screamo music is for her. But at least she listens to some good music. She's talented, beautiful, and listens to really good music. I guess it was a slow news day that day. Big Impact story. Moose's Impact contract could be up this month, so that's big for Impact Wrestling fans. I'm not an Impact fan, but I know Moose. He should go to the WWE main roster. NXT right now isn't what it used to be. It's still good lately, but he's the perfect WWE guy. Like the versatility, the personality. And they can't let this guy slip through, so I think they should sign him. So WWE's had some criticism within the company about the new WWE streamlining titles. Basically, some criticisms within the company about the titles, which it's not like with the titles, it's just because they look the same. They don't look they're basically the same titles but with a different strap. Roman's is like a gold strap. Asuka's is like a white strap, but same title. It's the women's title on a white strap. So there's probably some people mad within the company, but the titles basically look the same. The SmackDown viewership decreases following the 6/9 episode. The June 9th episode of the 6th month. Charlotte comes back and the ratings go down. Coincidence? I think not. It's hard to expect anything different after that massive rating last week, so it's because Roman Reigns wasn't there. Gunther's the past 1 year as WWE Intercontinental Champion. Gonna be one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. So hopefully he'll get that 1,000 days like Roman did with the Intercontinental title. Io Sky versus Zelina Vega is set for the June 16th SmackDown. That's going to be a great match there. Io Sky and Zelina Vega. Two of the most underrated out there. So yeah, but that's all I'll say for this video. So until next time, Malcolm.